Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all enjoying your December. I'm super excited because, like I said in my last video, this Saturday we're traveling to Indiana and we're bringing my puppy Frank along. So I'm super excited about that and I'm looking forward to it, and I'm planning on vlogging some of our road trip. So be on the lookout for that. But for today's video, I'm going to be doing some first impressions and reviewing this Urban Decay Born to Run palette that I just recently bought last week with some birthday money that I got from my aunt. So thank you, Aunt Susie and Jeff, Jonathan, and Uncle Larry. I really appreciate the Sephora gift card. So I've seen this palette on Instagram, and I also saw it in Sephora, and I just love the aesthetic and the vibes that this palette gives off. Like the whole like the UD with like the urban Decay with like the pictures, and like they remind me of like Polaroids, and just like I'm really into photography, and like I love the super aesthetic of that. And like when I open it up the palette, you'll see like the top of the palette itself is covered in photographs, and I'm just so in love with that. Like I'm really drawn to that type of like aesthetic, like artsy vibe. So that's like one of the major reasons that I got this palette. Like I wasn't really into it at first. I was kind of like over Urban Decay. Like they were, when I started shopping for like, when I first started like shopping at Ulta and Sephora and started like getting into like the higher end makeup, Urban Decay was my first really like brand. Like I got a red lipstick. I don't think they carry this specific line of lipstick anymore, but it was like this bright red lipstick that I wore in Color Guard, went to Color Guard in 9th and 10th grade. And I also had this like little lip gloss, and it was like, my mom thought it was so inappropriate, but I was so in love with it because it had like this hologram, and you would like tilt it, and like the guy would like, it was a really hot guy, and like with like the scene haircut, and like it was so in back then, and you would tilt it and like his hands would come off, and I just had to have it. So like that was, and I got the Naked palettes as well. So like I was like threw those away actually last year because like they were super old, and since then I've just been kind of over Urban Decay, and like been kind of like steering away from them. And besides the setting spray, like that is the one thing that I do love from them. So once I saw this palette, like I couldn't really find anything else in Sephora when I was shopping on spending my gift card that I love. So I was like, oh, I might as well get this. I just really love the top of the palette. So I just haven't really read any reviews. Like when I was looking for something to review for my channel, and once I wasn't really drawn to anything else, and like I just feel like you can never go wrong with an eyeshadow palette. And like I haven't read reviews. I don't like to read reviews. I don't like to read reviews when I'm like reviewing something, because I don't want to get like a wrong, I don't want to get like thoughts in my head, or like a different first impression, or like go in with like some thoughts, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, so like I'm really actually super excited about this, and I'm just about to open it up. I did take the tape off to show my dad and pull it out. So like this is the palette, and as you can see, I was talking about the photos, and like they're not really exactly Polaroids. Like they're just like the pictures of like the white background, and I'm just like so in love with that. It's on the back too, but once you open it up, and it does say like Born to Run down here. And like I said, I've seen this on Instagram, and it looks really pretty. And once you like open it, you can see this. This is the layout, the color story, and I just feel like this is a perfect color story for fall, because there's like the browns and the greens and the blues and even the purple right here. It's just great fall and winter colors. So I'm so glad. I know they just recently released this. I'm not sure exactly when, but I just know that it was recently released, and I know their newest one is like the Naked Cherry, which is supposed to be like really good, and that's all over their Instagram right now too. So like I just know that I just feel like this is like a great like fall and winter eye palette. And this, I just love this like gold right here for like Christmas. So I'm just like looking at the colors and I'm just deciding what I want to do. As you can see, I have foundation, concealer, baking powder, contour, highlight, lipstick, and I filled in my brows. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do a little eye look for you guys, and maybe like something for Christmas. I don't know, because like Christmas Eve is on Monday, and I'll just see where, I'll just play around with it and see where this takes me. So I think I'm going to start out with this with a base, and I'm going to start out with this light shade called Breakaway. It's like, it reminds me of the shade Tempura in the Modern Renaissance palette. It's like a similar really shade to that, and I always use it as my base and brow bone highlight. So I'm just gonna go in with like a fluff brush from my makeup brush set, and I'm just gonna go in the pan right here. And like I said in my last video, this fluff brush, my makeup brush set.com does sell a single year fluff brush, but I got this in a 24-piece set with like a bunch of eye brushes, like a powder brush, a fan brush, a contour brush, and like some other brushes. And if you're, it was super cheap. I used a Groupon, and I think even like on the site it's only like $25. So I will definitely link that set down below. And if you're not into, if you're just getting into makeup, if you don't want to spend the money on makeup, if you're just like, if you need some brushes, like something cheap and quick, and these are like semi-good quality, like I had no problem with them. Like I really love them a lot actually, especially like some of the eye brushes. I think like, and they might even be like a great Christmas gift. Like they come in, I got mine like a vegan leather like folded up case with like a little tie on it. So yeah, I know some of like the Morphe, like especially the collaboration like full sets can be like a little expensive. I know James Charles just released his brush collection, and that's like 100 and I want to say like $40 or somewhere around in that price range. So if that's a little expensive for you, like this is a great option, and I literally use this brush in every single video I feel like I do. So yeah, these are great options for you if you are looking for cheaper makeup brush options. And so I'm just gonna go in and put this all over my lid. As I'm dipping into the pan, there's a lot of fallout on this palette, and I know like some fallout's like normal, but I just feel like this is a lot. So that's like my first con of this palette. But like so far, I feel like this brush is like really coated, and if you can see that, it's like focusing, like it's really coated. It's going in my eye really well. Like I'm trying to do a lot of products so it shows up on camera really well, so you can see it. And this is one of the lighter shades, so this is like my first impression. So I'm interested to see how the darker, especially the shimmer shades are, and there are a lot of shimmers. Like this one I feel like is a matte, well it is a matte shade, and it's called Breakaway, which I think I already mentioned. Why? Sorry. So like, yeah, I'm just a little disappointed with like all the fallout, and like it was like literally getting into like the one below it, which is called Hell Ride, which is, I really like that name, and it's a really pretty purple. So yeah, that was like my first impression. And just like, if you, I just did this and just like look at all that powdered product that's like coming off. I just feel like that should like not be happening. It's a lot. But I am already liking this more than the Naked palettes. I've had Naked 1, 2, and 3, and I feel like after a while they just got really, well, I liked them when I had them, and then like they got really old. Cause and I just feel like they weren't really as pigmented as they got older, and like they like really wore as like wear and tear. I know makeup expires, so I don't really know how long the eyeshadow palettes last, but I feel like they weren't really showing up on my eye, and they were really pretty. Like I loved the Naked 3, like the rose gold tones, but yeah, I am like liking this a little more already, but it's also hard to say because I've only used one shade. So again, I'm just gonna go in, I'm just gonna finish coating my all over lid with this shade Breakaway. Okay, now that my lids are coated, I'm gonna go in with this Sephora Pro Tapered Crease Brush, and this is one of my more expensive brushes. I feel like this was like around $19 just for the single brush at Sephora, and I have two of these and I just absolutely love them. Like they make blending super easy, and they make blending just super easy, and the color goes on really well, and it's like perfect. And I have hooded eyes, so I feel like my crease is like super hard to find, and like I like barely have a crease, so the brush is a little like thick for that. But I just feel like once I go like up here, like it just like does the job just really well. So yeah, this can be found at Sephora, and I feel like next I'm gonna go in with a transition shade, and I'm gonna go in with I'm gonna go in with this shade called Accelerate. This is like brown one right here, and I'm just gonna pop that right into my crease. It's like kind of shimmery, but it's like it has a matte feel to it too. So it's like a shimmery matte, I want to say. This one, there is a little fallout on the pan itself, but once I tapped it off, oh, there's a little bit of powder that's coming off, but like nothing. Barely compared to the last one, Breakaway, there's like nothing. So I'm like happy about that. But like compared, there's like a little bit, but like nothing. And I'm just going into the pan like just as hard. And like, yeah, the last one just had a lot of fallout. So like, I don't know if it's like the ingredients, or like maybe like all the mattes are like Breakaway and all the shimmers are like Accelerate. I don't know, we're about to find out. But for now, I'm just gonna pop this right in my crease and just go up here. And already I feel like this shade is a lot more pigmented than the last one, but this might be because of the shade and like my skin tone, just the way it looks. Like I feel like maybe on a darker person, like it might show up a little lighter, and so that's that. And I'm just really liking how this is going on, and so far how like it's just just like applying itself so far. I feel like it just looks really like good. And I think next I'm gonna take the same Pro tapered crease brush and I'm gonna go in with this gold shade called Stranded. I feel like this is my favorite shade in the palette. Like this is the one I said that I like loved for Christmas, and I was gonna put that like on the I'm gonna pop that in my crease, but I'm gonna stop on the outer half. I'm gonna stop halfway, so I'm not gonna go all the way in my crease, but just like I'm not gonna go as far as the I did with Accelerate, but I'm going to stop like about here. And I dipped in with my brush, and there is so much fallout, guys. Like, oh my god, look at that, all that fallout. And that's just like from barely touching the pan. And it's just like, oh my gosh, it's like dust. Like, oh my gosh, I don't know if you can see it, but like, look at all this buildup, like right here. That's crazy. So like, I'm trying to like, and like in the first shade I used, it's like going into like the other shades, which is like really annoying. And again, like so much is coming off the brush. Like, oh my gosh. Like I can't even. But I'm just gonna go in with this. Hopefully it turns out okay. I mean, this fallout is like not okay. I feel like my Naked palettes did not do this. So I'm just gonna stop like right there. So I feel like I liked the shade I used before this, which was Accelerate. I feel like it was more pigmented and it showed up brighter on my skin. Like I feel like this is like barely showing up, and I'm really kind of sad about that because I was like really looking forward to this shade because I liked it so much. Like the gold was just so pretty. Like maybe if I just put it over like a red or something, like if I were to put it over my lipstick, maybe I'll try that at the end of the video, like dabbing on my lips or something, like with the packing brush. I don't know, like I'm just like kind of like not feeling this like whole like look right here. But like maybe I should do something else on the other eye, I don't know. But I like my eyes to be even. And like there's fallout here, which that just wiped away super easily. A lot of times if you do mess up and you get fallout right here on your cheek, you can just take a damp beauty blender with, or that concealer. A lot of people do it with concealer, and that's probably better to do it with concealer, but it works for me without concealer. So you just take it and just dab it away, and that's just this really simple trick to like not mess up the rest of your makeup. And yeah, so that's something I learned that's like super simple to do. Yeah, this fallout is like getting everywhere. Like I can't even tell. Oh, this is like really similar. I'm wearing Champagne Pop, by the way, like on as my highlighter, so it's really hard to tell if it's like my highlighter or the fallout, because like the colors are like really kind of similar-ish, the way they look on my skin. So like yeah, but like this is the fallout for sure right here, but like I think this is the highlighter. Let's try the other eye. Let's see if it looks any better. Actually, I'm feeling this eye a lot better. I don't know, do you guys ever like do one eye and like you're not feeling it, and the other eye you do the exact same way but it turned out so much better. That's totally what like is happening to me right now. And it's just like, I'm just like loving this like gold right here, even though you can like barely see it. I don't know what's happening with this eye over here, but like, and again with the fall, I'm just gonna use my finger. Like maybe I'll grab this beauty blender and you'll see how easily that like wipes away. So now I'm gonna take this packing brush from Sephora and so this little metallic magnetic brush I got with a Sephora makeup brush set that my sister gave to me for Christmas last year. And my point is that Sephora has a lot of good, especially around the holidays, which is this time, they have a lot of good little sets, and like they have some really cute like glittery ones that are just like super cute, and like they come with like fan brushes, like and face brushes, and maybe like an eye brush, and like it's a really good gift for yourself or for someone else that you know is like really into makeup and might not have like a lot of brushes. And like I just like love this brush, and like I find them to be like pretty good quality. So like, and yeah, and like especially I know like a few, like I was in Sephora last week, and like a lot of them were like on sale, like the price is like cut like almost in half. So yeah, they're like really good deal. If you're looking for brushes, it's something you might want to hop on. And yeah, so back to my eye look here. I think I'm gonna take this packing brush and go in with the shade it's a really hard decision, but I'm gonna go in with the shade, I'm thinking maybe like Smog, like right here, this like gold one, but it's really similar to the one I just did. And I'm looking for something to do like on like the inner half of my eye where I didn't put the gold shade. So maybe like, okay, I know what I'll do. I'll go in with this shade called Wanderlust, and it's like this green one here. And I'll just go in with this packing brush, and this one, not as much fallout. Like I don't know if it's the brush I used, but yeah, this one like doesn't have as much fallout as the gold one, but there's not that much powder coming off either. But there you can see like definitely not as much fallout as that one. You see like I made my palette a mess, which I'm also disappointed about because it was so pretty looking before. So I'm just gonna tap that off, and the brush is coated, and I'm just going to go in right in my inner corner, oh not inner corner, but like inner half of my eyelid, and just put that there and just blend it with the gold shade. This shade is really pretty in the palette, but like on my eye, I'm not feeling it so much. Like I just feel like you can barely see it. And like there, oh there you go, okay. And like, there you go, that's a little better, I guess. Yeah. I like it a little more. I'm just gonna cover up this like brown here. This like transition shade I use. And I can like really see the gold. I just want this to look like really like coated. I feel like it's a little like sheer. You know what I mean? And like I really want it to be like pigmented and like not this sheer when it went on my eye. But it's fine. Okay, like the more I apply, the more I'm liking it, and like I just gotta pack it on different or more and more layers. And I have a little bit of fallout here, so I'm just gonna wipe this away just with a beauty blender. So I'm gonna go on my other eye and just do the same thing. And just pack. On this. So like now I'm feeling this eye more. I just feel like I got the hang of like putting on the green, and it looks really like Christmassy with the gold. And yeah, so like there is like this eye I kind of messed up a little bit. Yeah, and like for some reason it looks like more eyeliner on this eye, but like I don't know why that's happening. Or like mascara, I don't know if I didn't just wipe my makeup off from last night or whatever, but yeah, so I don't know why that's happening. And now I'm going to go in with this shade called Blaze. It's like this one next to the gold one is like a another gold tone, like similar, like a rose goldy, like kind of like champagne pop-ish. And I'm just gonna go in with this with a fluff brush, like the same one from my makeup brush set that I used for the first shade I used, which was the lid shade for Breakaway. And I'm just gonna go in with this, and again, like a lot of fallout. Like this is like dust, like chalk dust. Like look at that. It's crazy. And it's like not that much powder's coming out though, like not compared to like the first or the gold one. I forgot which one had, like I think the first one had like so much powder. But like yeah, I'm just gonna like highlight my brow bone using this. So I'm just gonna go up here. Now the other side. And now I'm gonna take this eye shadow brush from my makeup brush set, that same 24-piece kit I was telling you about earlier, and I'm gonna go in with the shade I think I'm gonna go in with the shade Smog, this gold one, and I'm gonna smoke out my under eye. And again, this one has like a lot of fallout. Like it's like dust and like powder. But you can see that like right there. Let's see. No, not that much is coming off the brush though. But it is like coated. And I'm just gonna go in with like the outer corner of my lid and just like bring it down and smoke it out. And I'm just gonna take this beauty blender and just dab here to like get rid of this fallout. I'm gonna finish off my look with some eyeliner. And I'm gonna be using the Kat Von D ink liner in Trooper Black. Now I'm just still getting used to it. I used to use the Revlon colors today, and also black, and I just love the thick raccoon, like not really like super like gothic look, but like almost there. Just like super thick and like all the way like around my eye, like in the inner corner and everything. That's like my signature eye look. I've been doing that eye look since high school, middle school even, and like I went through this goth phase in middle school, and it used to be like my eyeliner used to be like to here, literally. Like I did not know how to do it, but like yeah, so like I'm really like enjoying this so far. Like I just need to like work on like letting my eye like sit and like letting it dry. But yeah, what I'm gonna do is like just do a thick line. I know it's like really bad to pull your eye, but I have such a bad habit of doing it. Like I cannot get it straight without doing it. But pro tip, don't pull your eyelid back. It can cause wrinkles, and it's just overall bad for your eye and skin, so don't do that. And I look like the biggest hypocrite right now because I'm doing it. But yeah, so I like doing that, and I'm gonna go to the other side and just do the same thing. I'm trying really hard not to pull my eye. I'm just gonna let this dry. And now for the bottom lash line, I'm going to be using another type of Kat Von D eyeliner, and this is the lash liner, and this is pretty cool because it's made for your waterline, but it is kind of strange. Like the applicator is like this like weird little like line, if you can see that. Like that's literally what it is. And I'm just gonna like take that and just, it's bad to pull your eye down too, and I have another bad habit of just pulling my eye, so I'm gonna try really hard not to do that. But I'm just gonna pro tip is take a beauty blender or a makeup sponge and use it to hold your eye down, so you're not exactly using your fingers to pull it. And I know that really helps a lot, so I'm just what I'm gonna do. And well, this is like super bad. That's like, This is my eyeliner. I know it's like really thick and it might be too thick for like some of you, and I know like a lot of people only like top eyeliner or like to do wings or like whatever. And now I'm gonna finish off the look with some, mascara. And for today I think I'm going to use I have this mini Lights Camera lashes, and I usually always use the Better Than Sex, but this little Tarte Lights Camera lashes is really good too. Like before I was using the Better Than Sex by Too Faced, I was using this one, and the full size version of this actually comes in like the cutest packaging. It's like a little pouch, like leather, and like you open it up, and this is like just like a plastic or whatever, but the full size one is like leather, and it looks really expensive. And even though I'm not sure how expensive it is, but I will be linking the full size version down below. I'm just gonna pop this on my lashes and maybe like touch up some eyeshadow. So now I'm going to go back in with this packing brush. I'm just going to touch up some of the green from the Urban Decay palette, and that color was called Wanderlust. I'm just going to go back in with that and just go in right there. And now I'm going to go back in with my Pro Tapered Crease Brush, and I'm going to go back in with this color Stranded, this gold one that was like super fallouty. It's been a word. And like I'm just going to go back in and pop that in my crease. I'm gonna do like little touch-ups. And now I'm gonna go back in with this packing brush and go back in with the color Smog. And just go back under my eye again because the eyeliner covered it up. And this is the finished look. I love the gold and the green, and I feel like it's just like Christmassy, like you could wear to a Christmas party. Yeah, or if you just want to like have fun and dress up for the holidays, Christmas dinner, Christmas Eve dinner. Yeah, would be a great look for that. It's simple, it's basic, it's easy to recreate, and overall, I would say this palette it's okay. Like I love the colors, like I love the color story, but a lot of the colors were like really the fallout is insane. I've never had this much fallout with any other palettes I have, and so just like I can't, like the fallout is like crazy. And like the first two shades right here, like you know, like they had a lot of fallout, which was crazy, but when I put them on my eyes, like I didn't really see a lot of pigment, and like I feel like they didn't really show up. And The green, I was having that problem too, except when I kept layering on the color, and then it started really showing through, and I really liked it. And also when I went back in after I did my eyeliner, like it really showed up, so I was happy about that. But when I did pop the gold back on after my eyeliner, like you can see it right here, it looks, you can tell it's like totally there. I'm just gonna do a couple more finger swatches for you guys. There's some colors that like really stuck out for me. This one called Hell Ride. Like I said earlier, like I really love that name. There's some finger swatches. So like there's that one. I'm just gonna do it like that. And like that's like super sheer. Oh my god. Like, wow. I can't even. That's a lot better. Okay. I think I just like messed up the first time. And that's like a lot better, but like it looks different on my hand than it does. Maybe it's just the lighting, but it looks a lot different on my hand than it did on my finger, like, and it does in the palette. So that's that one. And I'm kind of excited to use that one. And then there's the other purple one called Guilt Trip. Like a lot of the purples really stuck out to me. So I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna swatch it. And that's this one. I'm just gonna go here. And that's like a really pretty like shimmer right there. So I'm liking that one a lot too. And that is a shimmer shade. And this copper tone here called Double Life is this one. Yeah, like I'm loving this shade. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my pinky and swatch that one. That's really pretty. Like I'm so in love with that. Like I just want like a mug this color. It reminds me of my Moscow Mule mugs. Like I do have mugs this color. Like I think that was my favorite shade so far, the Double Life shade. And I'll do one more for you guys. I'm gonna take my other hand and do this one called Big Sky. This blue turquoisey one right here. Just gonna take my pointer finger and wow, it's like crazy. And that is really pretty. So I feel like there's like some good shades in here, but I just didn't use those ones. A lot of ones these, like I said before, had like some crazy fallout and like they just didn't show up on my skin. But like it was my favorite like favorite like what I say is like the highest quality palette I own. No. Definitely not. But I do love like the aspect and like the idea and the theme of this palette, which is like the main reason I bought it. And I probably like will use it again. Like I don't think it'll like go into my like drawer and like never come out again. Like I'm not gonna say that. Like I'm not gonna say that, but I give it like a 3 stars overall. Like I don't know what it's rated on Sephora because like I said, I did not look at the website or reviews. I just bought it mainly for the case. And if you're looking for a great Christmas gift, there is a Born to Run gift set which comes with the palette, a mini eyeliner. I know it comes with a setting spray, a crossbody bag that you can put all of it in, and an eye primer, and maybe one other thing. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, so I will link that down below as well. And it is slightly expensive at $90, but it is a great value. Like I can't remember the exact price, but maybe like around $278 to $200-$300. So if you're looking for a gift for someone who really is into like Urban Decay, or maybe is just really into makeup, that'd be a great gift option for them. depending on how much you're looking to spend. So yeah, that is an option as well, and I will link that down below. Yeah, so I hope you babes enjoy this video and you enjoy this eye look. Let me know in the comments any tips, suggestions, concerns, ideas, anything you want to see. Let me know. Let me know how I did. I'm always open to new ideas and constructive criticism. I hope you all have a Merry Christmas for those of you that celebrate it, and I will see you next week. Bye babes.